Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My part is introduction, so I'm going to present my part. Performance management is a method of ensuring that the collection of activities and outcome meets the objective of an organization in an efficient and successful way. Performance management is not performance appraisal. It is by organization, not individual. Performance management may concentrate on an organization's result, a department, an individual, or the processes in place to handle particular tasks. Employee performance management is an ongoing process for establishing a shared workforce understanding what is to be achieved at an organizational level. Employee performance management is about aligning the organization priorities with the strategies, expertise, competency standard, growth plans, and implementation of results decided upon by employees. Performance management provides a structured plan for developing, managing, and continuously improving employee performance. Next, background. Naza Group Company is Malaysia's largest privately owned conglomerate with automotive as its core business. The group also operates a diverse portfolio of business in property, engineering and construction, manufacturing, asset management, and telecommunication. The Naza Group of Company began operations in 1975 as a motor trading company by the late Tan Sri SM Nasimuddin SM Amin. The Naza Group aspires to be a performance-based business, and it is completely committed to the highest level of integrity and corporate governance while following its corporate goals to maximize the interests of stakeholders and its overall strategic positioning. This company have two objectives, which is to develop business behavior through the group core business value, and second is to advocate transparency, integrity, and responsibility. All companies have vision and mission, including this company. The vision is to delivering excellence to meet the challenges of today, tomorrow, and the future. The mission of the company is to ensure the reliability, dependability, excellence, and uncompromising standard of quality on our products, facilities, and services in their every business conduct.
Okay, now I'm Zaira binti Usman. 252914 will continue our presentation about working from home. Working from home was a definite feature of the life hunters person. The environment that combining workspace and living space is a natural way to keep ourselves in a good shape both physically and mentally. Working from home was not just started in a few decades, but it has been practiced for 100 years ago. The only difference between working from home nowadays and the past few decades is just the advancement of the technology. As we know that working from home is defined as a situation where the employees were able to do their tasks or job from home. This practice could ensure the work-life balance for employees while completing their job with ease. The main reason for practicing work from home is organizations are aligning their strategy with the trends. It would change the way they work and will experience different environments between going to the office and stay at home, but still with the same goals. It may seem enjoyable, and it could be stressful to get their job done for a different position. Hence, the organization must ensure that all employees are adopting the same tool and using it in the appropriate way. Moreover, an organization can instruct a talent pool to join them by implementing working from home. The organization will be able to attract very talented employee who is willing to live by the freelance style because they were more independent. Besides, they can work wherever they are since they were not in the same geographical area but still can work on their tasks. Hence, organization does not only get talented employees but also can improve their quality and productivity. Furthermore, working from home will help to ease the communication between the clients around the world. As we know, clients for an organization was not homogeneous since they came from various backgrounds, different principles, and practices. Effective communication will help the employees to be more responsive and a communication expert as we have various applications to keep us communicate wherever and whenever we were available nowadays. With these kind of technologies, the organization can still raise their productivity while maintaining their relationship between the clients around the world. There were plenty of pros and cons of working from home. Now, we'll go for advantages for employers first. Allowing employees to work from home help the employers to reduce their overhead expenditure. All costs including accounting fees, advertising, insurance, taxes, rent, supplies, and telephone bills could be reduced. Moreover, employers also do not need to spend on the training program. By implementing working from home, employers indirectly can save their costs on bills and office supplies such as stationery and utility bills. Next is reduce the turnover. Allowing employees to have flexible schedules can increase job satisfaction and reduce the turnover. The flexible schedule also helps the employees to enjoy their job responsibilities and have higher morale in getting their job done. It also helps to reduce the time and cost consuming for new equipment. Hence, working from home helps organizations to ensure their employees keep the focus on their job and being more productive to achieve goals. A positive working environment could enhance employee satisfaction, since as they would have a positive vibe while completing their job since they were comfortable with their working environment. Working from home helps to create great energy for the employees to ultimately enhance their productivity and success. The working environment can influence their quality of work and productivity. Employees tend to have higher morale while working from home because they enjoy their job responsibility with their environment. Now, we will move to advantages for employees. Working from home can help to save their costs and time by just staying at home and get their job done. Seen as certain areas have unbearable heavy traffic that employees need to face before and after work. Employees can save their time from traveling here and there just to complete their tasks and cut their costs such as transportation costs. Furthermore, employees do not have to spend their time on traditional meetings approach. This is because technologies nowadays allow them to communicate every single minute according to their schedule. Thus, working from home does not offer a good environment, but can help to save the budget. Next, improve health and minimize number of sick leave. As we know, an employer needs to acknowledge their employees physically, which involve bodily contact, and psychologically, which is related to the emotional state of a person. Healthy employees can improve their health to keep them active and motivated. Employees who have a health issue can rest at home while getting their job done. They also can get away from stressful office environment and will help to keep them motivated. By working from home, they could reduce their health costs and absence and lessen the late submission of work because of health concerns. Working from home could keep the employees focused on their tasks rather than at the workplace. There were some distractions at the workplace that keep repeating daily. For instance, talking with colleagues, going meetings, smoking and snack breaks, and social media. This situation will make the employees cannot concentrate on their work and have higher chances to make mistakes. Fewer distractions lead to shorter workday, which could raise their productivity and job satisfaction. The last part of working from home is disadvantages of working from home. Working from home helps employees to strike a manageable work-life balance, but it should be followed by self-control. This is because the environment at home is different from the hustle in the office. These practices actually lead to a lack of competitive skills, seen as they were staying at their house with just a computer to keep them company is different from the hustle in the office. Hustle in the office would enhance their self-motivation to achieve their goals. Lack of interaction and communication with colleagues and employees would lessen the competitive spirits that directly affect employees' productivity. Hence, there was going to be some loss to the organization when the productivity of the employees was going down. Besides, supervising also does not happen for those who work from home. Seen as working from home let them have a flexible schedule, they can set their working hours and how they going to get their job done. Hence, there was a probability for them to work on not taking their task seriously until the deadline is approaching. Lack of supervision will affect employees' productivity, creativity, commitment, and job satisfaction, and it will lead to poor performance and work relationships. Supervising does not happen for those who work from home. Seen as working from home, let them have a flexible schedule. They can set their working hours and how they're going to get their job done. Hence, there was a probability for them to start work and not taking their task seriously until the deadline is approaching. Lack of supervision will affect employees' productivity, creativity, commitment, and job satisfaction, and it will lead to poor performance and work relationship. In addition, this practice also can lead to collaboration suffer. This is because limited communication options can make collaboration and interactions harder. There was a various platform to keep connected with others, but some things prefer face-to-face communication as it was easier to explain when they were sitting with each other. For instance, the finance analysis. Working from home provides a flexible schedule that has a weakness of it where it was not same as the others. Seen as working from home lets employees work from day until night, limited collaboration also might make the employees miss some important things about their job. Moreover, both employees and employers need to wait for each other's response to certain business or jobs. Hence, it will taste. This practice also can lead to collaboration suffer. Limited communication option can make collaboration and interaction harder. There was a various platform to keep connected with others, but some things prefers face-to-face communication and it was easier to explain when they were sitting with each other. For instance, discussing about the financial analysis. Working from home provides a flexible schedule that has a weakness of it where it was not the same as the others. Seen as working from home lets employees work from day until night. So, limited collaboration also might make the employees miss some important things about their job. Moreover, both employees and employers need to wait for each other's responses to certain businesses or jobs that could make the collaboration ineffective. Hence, it will waste time and affect the strategy to pursue their goals.
Evaluating employees' performance work from home. Okay, first of all, we will see the definition and the importance why we need as a manager to evaluate our employees' performance. First of all, evaluation is a process of evaluating how well the performance of our employee in doing their job and accomplishing their tasks and responsibilities. Next is performance evaluation is important as it will assist the manager to make a right decision in regarding whom to terminate or lay off and whom they want to retain in the company to ensure the competitiveness. Next is work from home. What Naza has done in the past. There are two approaches that can be used in the organization in order to evaluate the employee in terms of their competitiveness in jobs assigned. Well, Naza raters have used simple and several traditional methods in evaluating the middle-level employee in the organization, as our group has been decided to evaluate the middle-level employee in the organization. Next is the methods that Naza used in evaluating middle-level employee. Basically, there are more, but we focus only 4, which are critical incidence method, first choice method, field review method, confidential report method. First of all, I will explain what is critical incidence methods is. Naza rater focus only on critical behaviors that distinguish its employee with one another. That means Naza rater will only focus on the employee that is unique, has more advantage, has more strength compared to other employee. However, there are three steps involved in this critical incident method. First, Naza rater has to list what is a good side and bad side ongoing job behavior of those particular employee. The second step is they need to assign a weightage or score for each the chosen incidents or events. Last one is they need to construct a finalized checklist that indicate employee as good or bad employee. This method is applied to determine the level of desirability of the employee to accomplish their tasks and responsibilities. In simple word, it means that the rater need to analyze whether the employee is willing to do the job assigned or not. Next, I will move to the second method that Naza used, which is forced choice method. The method was developed by J.P. Guilford. It contains a long series of statements. There are two types. Basically, there are two types of statements, which is positive statements and also negative statements. For example of positive statements, which is the employee can be dependable, means that the manager can depend and refer the employee when they were asked to do the job. Next is the given instructions are clear and understandable by the workers. It means that the employee understand and clear how to accomplish the job within the time stipulated to them. However, there is also the negative statements. For example, inclines to insist and give favor towards other subordinates. It means that the employee is declining himself to, or he is reluctant to help the other subordinate to accomplish the job. Next is make promises that beyond our limit and capability. It is a negative statement because the employee actually cannot do the job, but in order to retain the job, in order to be a favorite person in the company, the employee make a promise that he or she cannot actually do it. Next is peer review method. What is it? The method is used to neutralize the element of biasness. We know that rater of Naza maybe has his own favoritism or his own favorite person that he or she really love that person. So this method is useful and very effective to prevent the rater to become biased in evaluating the performance of the employee. This is crucial to ensure that the rater does not rate one employee higher compared to others. The next is the rater must be fair and square, and he must act as a professional without when he is doing their job. Some activities that can be used to prevent the biasness are they need to use a similar and concise standard in evaluating all of the employees in the middle level position. Next is existing the group to reach consensus among them. And last one is to identify some areas of inter-rater disagreement. The last one is confidential report method. Confidential report method is a process of evaluation which made by immediate boss and supervisor. This is to give an effect for promotion or giving an opportunity to transfer to selective outstanding employee that has contributed to a greater contribution in organization in terms of his or her competency and give the company a reward. In order to ensure the smooth flow of the method, a structured format has to be derived to identify and analyze the SWOT analysis of the employees, whether their strengths, weaknesses, opportunity and threats of each employee. Later, I will move on to the dimensions to be evaluated. Basically, there are more, and of course, I will explain only three, which is self-motivation, responsiveness, and trustworthiness. These are the critical dimensions to be evaluated in the middle level position. First of all, I will explain what is self-motivation. Self-motivation means that the employee should be able to have a sense of self-motivation. Means that it is from the within, the willingness to do the job by his own effort, not because he is assigned to do the job, but he know their responsibility that they need to do the job whether they are forced or not. This is because the self-motivation is very crucial to urge us to be more committed towards our job and responsibilities, plus to prevent the job to be overlapping and cause poor performance of the workers. It means that to prevent the job is doing on last minute and then they will produce a poor performance and contribute a low result in the organization. This is why one of the crucial dimensions to be evaluated is a self-motivation, because it indicates that the workers from middle level are doing their tasks in effective ways and produce a high quality job. The second one is responsiveness. Responsiveness means that the employee should be responsive in whenever and whatever situation, as he or she plays a dominant role and a key player or key person in the organization and ensuring the competitiveness of the organization in overall. Okay, imagine that the worker cannot give response on time whenever needed. The problem may be arisen and the situation may be worse and be bad. That is why response is also important to indicate that the workers can give their opinions and thoughts and share decisions making in effective manner. For example, when in this COVID-19 pandemic, the worker need to be more effective in finding a solution whenever something hit their organization. Basically, the last one is trustworthiness. The trustworthiness means that the director of Naza can use this element to evaluate and analyze the middle level employee. For instance, our focus is finance manager. This is because finance manager is the person that is deal with enormous amount of money in a certain situation. So it is very important criteria that need to be evaluated to ensure that the finance manager is a trustworthy person and he can do their job in a proper way without misuse of the money.
My name is Simpei I, matching number 254253. Now I will be talking about our recommendation for the new performance appraisal form that we created for Naza Group. The position that we selected for this project is in middle level management, which is finance manager. The new performance appraisal form will be consist of a combination of graphic rating scale method and asset evaluation method, which we think is the most suitable evaluation method for employees who work from home. Graphic rating scale is one of the most popular tools when it comes to performance appraisal. This is because it is less time consuming and is easy to develop. Although graphic rating skills could be useful, but it is also lacking of individualized feedback. This is why we included essay evaluation method in the new performance appraisal form, to make sure the best outcome would achieve during the evaluation process. In essay evaluation method, the appraiser can write and elaborate feedback and comments about the employee who is being evaluated. It can be used to comment about the employee's strength and also weaknesses that need some improvement. Now, I will be talking about graphic rating skill method. There are 10 criteria that will be used to evaluate the performance of the finance manager, which is administration, job knowledge, work results, expense management, communication skills, teamwork, problem-solving skills, leadership skills, dependability, and the ability of adapting to changes. These criteria are essential for evaluating finance manager. The performance rating is evaluated based on 5 levels of rating system, which are outstanding, exceeds expectation, meets expectation, below expectation, and unsatisfactory. The appraiser can rate the criteria mentioned before using this rating system. This is a fast and easy way to evaluate an employee.
My name is Chan Yi Peng, matrix number 254163, and I will be talking about the essay evaluation method. So this approach is more straightforward in terms of the appraiser can write a descriptive essay regarding each of the employee based on the context itself during the evaluation period. So the appraiser will be commenting on the strength and weaknesses as well as the accomplishment of employees. By using this essay evaluation method, it gives the appraisal the flexibility to focus on areas which they think can affect the employee's performance. And from there, they can allows the appraisal to describe more from their point of view and also provide feedbacks on the areas that needed to improve by the employees. And through using this essay evaluation method, it helps the company to decide whether they want to give additional training or development to the employees based on the needs, because it can help the employees to increase their work efficiency. So by using this, the appraisal will write some comments about the summary of the overall performance for the employees. Next, we will be talking about the new performance appraisal form that we created. On top of the performance appraisal form, it will be the basic information of the employee that being evaluated, such as name, position title, evaluation period. All this has to be stated by the appraisal. And below it will be the performance review and result. All this is to clarify and to let the appraisal to understand how they conduct a performance review and also to identify what is the rating definition. For examples, for the criteria that it is below expectations, it means that the performance of the employees fails to meet job requirement on a frequent basis, and it has the different definition between each rating. And on the other side, you can see the part A, the performance factors, is using the grading scale method, and the evaluation is based on the job description. And inside that, there are many elements, and each element we also attach the description or explanation to make sure that the appraisal understand each element, what is the things that going to be evaluated. Next, this is the essay evaluation method that used in this performance appraisal form. So in this part B, we'll be talking about the employee strengths and accomplishment, and we also give extra explanation and description of this form, such as include the context which are relevant to the evaluation of employees' performance during the evaluation period. And this evaluation should be related to performance or behavioral aspect of employees. For examples, we ask about the challenges faced by the employees and we understand what kind of support needed from the employees so that they can perform better in the task given, or understand or further understand how the employees deal with the challenges they face. So by asking all these kind of questions, it allows the appraisal to give, to understand and also to give the feedback and overall comments for the employees during the evaluation period. And for the part C, as you can see, is the signatures, which is the information like employees attended, evaluated, and reviewed by someone. Yeah, that's all for the performance appraisal.
As for conclusion, performance management is a method of ensuring that the collection of activities and outcome meets the objective of an organization in an efficient and successful way. Working from home have many advantages, such as it can help to save their cost, their time by just staying at home and get their job done. Employees can save their time from traveling here and there just to complete their tasks and cut their costs, such as transportation costs, don't have to spend their time on traditional meetings approach because technologies nowadays allow them to communicate every single minute according to their schedule. However, it will still have disadvantages. When they are working from home, it will lead to a lack of competitive skills, lack of interaction and communication with colleagues, and employers will lessen the competitive spirit that directly affect employees' productivity. Evaluation is a process of evaluating how well the performance of employees in completing their tasks and responsibilities and thus contributing to the accomplishment of the company's mission and goal. Last but not least, the manager must know how to compare the observed behavior and result to expectations, whether they are matched with another or not. In short, without a proper and good judgment of the employee's performance, the managers might face difficulties to identify and to encourage the members of organization to work effectively and efficiently and hence align with the organizational goals and objectives. So that's all from me. Thank you.